has clean transportation and no waste. We've never asked science that. Science solves problems. Politicians can't begin to solve problems. But scientists and the methods of science are abused today, and they're misused. It's not science and technology and machines and automation that you should be wary of. It's the misuse and abuse of science as it is in this system for money and profit and wealth and power. So within a resource-based economy, you would use science and technology for the benefit of everyone. You wouldn't want to make cars that wear out and break down because the whole society has to maintain that. The whole idea behind the city systems is that you use resources wisely so there's more to have an abundant and more amenities for everyone. So it's not just monuments, as Jacque said, to people's ego. It's a total system where you, I don't know if you saw the city design, where you design 1/8 of the city and you duplicate it. You make it so you can recycle it if you need to update things. You use clean sources of energy, and it's a very, we call it social architecture that Jacque arrived at. It's a very different way of thinking of architecture, so you can house, feed, clothe everyone, and you make resources go farther. You have a central area of air conditioning, and that's piped throughout the whole city. You don't have a single air conditioner on everybody's home, and that's good for business today, but it's extremely wasteful. So it's a different way of thinking, of organizing resources, so there is more than enough to go around. And this could have been done in 1927 when automation was, I think it was automation in 27, and jigs and and were devised. You could have gone in that direction then, so there were enough resources back then to think of this type of, to apply it to this type of system.
And we wouldn't have to go to work, right? But would we be specialized in something? Would I have to specialize?
You don't have to do anything you don't want to do, but people...
No, because if you really are honest, the earth is probably carried by no more than 100 people. The Edisons, the Teslas, Louis Pasteur, very few people make the world run. In the future, you need no more than 7,000 people to operate everything on earth. You don't have to work. You go to art centers, schools, write plays, travel. Work can be phased out easily. If you don't understand me, go to any supermarket today, you see new machines that take a card, you run it through, the cashier is gone. They're moving people out, yes.
But if I let 7,000 people operate, then I give them this power to do so. They have the intelligence in their hands, so they are the kind of elite. I don't trust them.
They have no power.
No, why?
Because they're assigned to do different things by people who are organized in the knowledge of this direction. They have no power over anything. You know, when kids are born, they're very interested in doing things. It's wiped out of them. They're told them that they can't do things. The school is boring for them. But everybody, even when they're out of money, they're out of jobs, a lot of people want to volunteer. People won't be sitting around doing nothing. There's a lot to do. But the things that will be wiped out in the future without money are predatory or parasitic jobs that do nothing, like lawyers, bankers, insurance agents, real estate agents, salespeople. That's a tremendous waste. People who manipulate money and make money by selling paper, and they contribute nothing to society. But if people are healthy and well-adjusted, they want to work and they want to do things, but they'll be working on problems that are detrimental to everyone, like heart disease, tsunamis, cancers. There's plenty that we don't know, but we're really uncivilized. We're working, our best minds are working on weapons of destruction, how to go to war with different types of weapons. They're not working in constructive ways. And the reason And if you find people who want power or wealth or manipulate people, they'd be helped. They would be sick in a society that we're talking about. Today they're honored and they're given medals for going and killing. They're rewarded. But in the society we're talking about, they'd be helped because they'd be looked at as being ill.
So if we treat them as they are ill, we already have some kind of hierarchy that tells who's ill and who's healthy, and we can operate with them. And we can operate with them and treat them as less valued.
Hierarchies and treat people who are ill, who want wealth, property, and accumulation of goods.
Everybody has access to anything they want. So I can't say that there are people that are treated better or worse.
No, she's talking about
We
if you
put them
treat
in the
people
hospital,
who are
that's
ill.
like
I just
prison.
mentioned that people, they're not put it in the hospital or prisons. They're educated to be participatory members of society. If you abuse people and put them in hospitals and you know, you pay for that at the end. Society pays for that because people become more aggressive and they don't become participatory. That's the way they treat people today, but not in the type of system that we're talking about.
Let's put it your way. In the center of the city, there's the medical staff. They are responsible for the health of everybody in that city. They can't say it's all in your head, go home and take a pill and call me 2 days from now. They can't say that, because if the health of the whole population is slightly lower, they go back to school. Nobody is punished, nobody is put in prison. They have to go back to school to learn the latest technologies. Yes.
The way I understand this is that in a society that would function as a resource-based society, and where everybody would be allowed and encouraged and raised to realize their full potential, the relationship, our own relationship towards health and our lives would be fundamentally different than today. We live our lives, we go to jobs that we hate, and we expect doctors to give us pills to make us better, where in this system, actually it would be your own, you take responsibility for your life, you would realize what you really want,
Yes.
which would in itself eliminate pretty much most of the disease that we live with, because disease comes mostly from the mind, from throughout life we build troubles. Yes, and if that was gone, if you from an infancy were to live healthy life and you would do what you like and you be in touch with your own body, with your own mind, your own heart, then there would be no need for huge hospitals. There would be reconstructive surgery in case of an accident, but not, you know, like, oh, I'm sick. You would find the cure would be within your life, not just waiting for the pill.
Well, let me say it your way. If a drug company finds out that cell reduce lowers high blood pressure, you can't make any money with that.
Yeah.
But you can make $2 for every pill to lower blood pressure. I've known of no pharmaceutical company that recommended fresh, natural foods, unadulterated, sprayed with poisons.
Yeah.
We spray all our foods with poisons. Yet about 40 years ago, they found out you can generate certain sounds that keep insects off the plant. I love that system. You don't spray poisons on. That's all we want to do. All that a resource-based economy is not to hurt or kill or injure any people at all, but help all people grow no matter what their values are.
And there has to be some kind of social